Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a bonus reading for January. I had to have another look, and guess what? Guess who actually won? Here I thought it was Keanu Reeves, but lo and behold, it was Shawn Mendes and Bruna Marquezine. So, wow. Yeah, Bruna Marquezine. I think that's her name. I think that's how you say her name. So, wow, we're gonna dive into Shawn and Marquezine. Bruna, let's see what's going down with that. So this is your bonus reading for January. I guess you got a twofer. So let's just see what's going on. Ooh, okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Somebody is seriously trying to be honest with self here about walking away here. It's getting a little choppy. What's going down here? Uh-uh. Looking at some options or an illusion, taking action, maybe on some other options here. So, um, temperance. Wow. Okay. Uh, I feel like his flow or his journey here, maybe some type of illusion. Maybe wondering if he picked the right cup here and taking action to maybe move away from this, the Knight of Swords. This taking action, seizing the moment, and even being assertive. There's a change here. Oof. Okay. Yeah. With the star in reverse here, I mean, I feel like there's no faith in this. Like no faith at all that this is even what is desired. It's unfulfilling. Especially when it comes to long term and looking at it as a family dynamic to pass down in generations. He wants to feel inspired here, and I feel like he's just not feeling it. He has a vision here of what he's kind of what's right here in his life. Let's just see. There's something that's taking a long time to come in when it comes to it's almost like slow and steady wins the race, but when it comes to this, it's almost like doing what's right for him. So, yeah, he's still suffering from some broken heart here. Maybe from somebody that is just looking at his material success. Maybe it's time to be honest about this or cutting somebody out of his life. So, or somebody that was cut out of his life. Let's just see. Why is the past coming in again? Something's still a burden here that he's carrying about something to do with celebrations, with family, a happy home, when the love was in the air. He's not moving forward on this. Um, wow. Okay. There just seems to be worry and frustration about this. It's like he's losing momentum when it comes to feeling like he's carrying some type of burden here. What is this? He's trying to heal, or he might be trying to isolate, going towards whatever makes him happy. And there's the single card. I feel like something's going on here, and he's already having thoughts about moving forward. Somebody may even be, it's almost like he's rethinking his choice here. So, what's going on here? The past. And that is the priority at this point. Still a wounded warrior. Even though he's still going forward, there's still this lingering past. Still comes up for him. Yeah, when it comes to love. I mean, Yeah, feeling that painful end, and I feel like this just replays. Yeah, he's not really. I feel like he doesn't feel like he's in that peace at this point. He's not in that sanctuary from the past, with the Four of Swords. This is kind of like just burnout when it comes to any re-entering the world and recovery. He's just exhausted. He might be just trying to get over this still, and he's trying to re-enter the world here. I feel like the person he's with right now, Bruna, I mean, there may be some attraction there. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, there's a lot of pictures of her that I've seen. When I looked up how to say her name, I was flabbergasted on just how much she looks like Camila. Okay, so it's that he has a type. Let's just face it, he has a type. Um, yeah, but this isn't moving forward. In fact, with this chariot in reverse, I mean, just avoiding moving forward, still stuck in the past. Let's see what else is coming up here. Still trying to make some type of decision on something. It's something that he's been hanging on to for a while, and I mean, maybe going over or kind of, I don't want to say dragging it out, but just on a big pause. Um, I feel like there's more awareness to this, though. Yeah, I feel like he's maybe having some type of inner conflict or maybe even arguing with himself about what had happened. Yeah, he's still hanging on to that energy, still wants to say some loving words. And I feel like this is his love for what he does. I mean, it's almost like he's saving something to say if he runs into this person at work, maybe about what happened here. Yeah. I feel like he might want to take responsibility on something. Is this some type of breakthrough going on here? I feel like this is maybe even manifesting. Um, there was, it's like whatever happened here with these two, with the Seven of Swords, may have been some lies or trying to get away with getting the way, or it was like a power struggle, or whatever the case was. Um, he's looking for another opportunity with this Empress. So I still, it's almost like with the Nine of Swords here, it's like that. Maybe even having nightmares or some type of set in depression, or can't just shake this. And it looks like he's maybe been schooled here. There's some learning curve here about how important that financial independence really was. Was it really worth ending it like that over um, maybe trying to want to settle down, or we should settle down, and maybe one didn't want to and the other one did, or they weren't really matching up on what they wanted for the future at that time even, and maybe one wanted to go further, the other one didn't. I'm not ready yet, I don't want to have kids, I don't want to settle down, I want to go after my career. And that may have been, we're just too young and yada yada yada. But I feel like with this, there's some anxiety about the learning curve. It just wasn't worth it. It just doesn't feel like it was worth it. Going after this success, was it worth losing the love of his life? So why are we talking about Camila again? Because this just seems like, yeah, right now he's just dissatisfied. There's uncertainty here. it's like he wants to win, but it's almost like wants to uncover some type of truth about what actually happened here, why it went from good to bad. And it's almost like what was so dissatisfying, or what was it that just couldn't be overcome at the time for them to still have this win together? Uh, can we, you know what? I'm just gonna, why she's coming into this again. Let's look at Bruna and Shawn. Can we see into that without Camila coming into this? I mean, let's look at just what's going on right now with the two of those people without Camila coming into this, please. Nothing against you, Camila, but I'm trying to do a reading here on Bruna, and you just keep taking over the reading. It's like consuming the cards. And you know what? I'm just gonna. It's almost like nothing's coming together here. You know, it's just. I don't know. It's just like some resistance here. So I'm just gonna take a second and clear my cards and sage for a second. Okay, so now that I've cleared the energy and the cards, let's just see what might come up. We're trying to keep Camila out of the reading. No offense, Camila. We're trying to do a reading here for Bruna and Shawn. So can we see what's going on here? All right. Looks like there's some type of action or inspired action, something we're excited about when it comes to leaving a legacy. Um, However, with the star and rune first, it's almost like hmm, divisions. It's almost like some type of no hope here. Why are we kind of losing faith here? What is this? Needing to be honest about a painful ending. Come on! And being sick. What? Okay. Come on. I thought we were leaving the past in the past. Is this what we're thinking now with Bruna? Like, what? Okay, he's not seeing. You know what? I'm getting something really strong coming through here. He wants to be inspired when it comes to leaving a legacy, and there's just no hope in his mind right now about that with Bruna. I feel like he's trying to be honest with himself. He's looking back at this painful ending, or maybe even walking away here, that it's going to end up hurting somebody to become single. But there's a lesson being learned here. What is the lesson? Yeah, it's almost like I don't want to say a nightmare, but I feel like you know what? This is so weird because I'm getting like, she looks so much like her, but she's not her. And it's like he's expecting a certain outcome that he would have had with Camila, yet that's not what he's getting with Bruna. So let's face it, Shawn, Bruna is not Camila, even though they may look alike. So it's almost, I don't know, it's almost getting confusing here for me. Yeah, he's thinking about this happiness or this happy home that the holiday celebrations, and it's almost like he's comparing here and wanting to. Oh wow, yeah, okay. Um, I feel like it's getting like it's almost like some conflicting uh emotions, or it's a struggle. It's almost like he can't see himself with Bruna, but he sees Bruna the similarities in how they look with Camila, but the reality is that Bruna is not Camila. No matter how much they look alike, they're different people, and it's almost like he's expecting a certain outcome that doesn't come that he would have gotten with Camila, but that's not what he gets with Bruna. I don't know. It's interesting here that I'm getting this. This is like so detailed. All right, what's the judgment call here? Yeah. I feel like this is a bit of a burden here for him. Like it's almost like these events are changing because he's learning something about himself, about what he's doing, and it's almost like he's having this realization that Bruna is not Camila, no matter how much they look alike. Um, Even if they have the same type of background or look the same, they're different people, and it just keeps, I don't know. It's almost like this. He may see her look a lot like Camila, and it's almost like it's a wounding. Things aren't moving forward here, looking at things differently. I feel like there's a lesson been learned in this, and knowing that it's not going anywhere. He's going to have to walk away from this in a way that he might end up having to leave somebody out in the cold. All right, what are we getting here? Can we keep Camilla out of this, please? All right. I feel like it may be a very long time when it comes to love, that he's still healing things or needing to heal things. I feel like he feels this. Yeah, he is definitely using his intuition. If he's still hanging on to someone's energy, he's trying to be brave about this or strong. Yeah, he needs to face something here. Yeah, about he's like this romantic illusion of whatever he's seeing here as um, expecting a certain outcome that doesn't come because Camilla is not Bruna and Bruna is not Camila. So it's like Camila is may look like her, but it's just this realization of trying to replace her that is just not standing up to his expectations of who she really is compared to what he wants her to be. I don't know. It's okay. He wants to invest in somebody that's very confident, and I just feel like there's some clinging on here, and it's kind of pushing him away. There's this facing something here that he's seeing, and he wants to invest in some type of attraction, and just I I feel like this is like overwhelming almost, like it's very emotional, or there's some type of intuitive message that's coming through here. Yep, there it is. I can feel it. Yeah. I feel like it's like with the Six of Wands here, like usually that is some good news and things, but I feel like it's more of an honest discussion about the uncertainty of what's going on here. So he may be needing to walk away and abandoning this. It may not be healthy for him. He may need to still, I feel like each relationship he goes into, he's still carrying Camila behind him, dragging her behind him into every relationship and almost comparing everybody to her. And it's like this realization, and I feel like he's just realizing it now, is that this person may look like her, but is not her. And it's like a downer for him. Like it just keeps hurting and hurting and hurting. Um, It's almost like that, yeah, it's coming up like this financial independence and the money wasn't worth the long-term happiness he could have had. He wants to take action on this. She just keeps coming in. It's almost like there's a transformation, and it looks like there's some manifestations coming in for this. I feel like, yeah, I feel like he knows this is the right thing to do. He doesn't have the same perspective as what he had before. It's new, and right now he's not feeling at peace about this. Yeah, still in that anguish or I don't know, just the self-imposed prison. It's like he's sabotaging things. What's going on? It looks like he knows what he wants to do. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. I mean, this is a learning curve for him. I mean, with the studious card here, he's learning something uh, about the financial aspect of it versus the love aspect of it. He does want a new passionate beginning. And he's this is like that inspired action to do something about this. The Page of Pentacles, I mean, he's maybe setting some new goals here, and maybe it's not, even though it's coming up as finances, I feel like this is some type of learning curve that he's getting here. Wow. And he might even be transforming from that into the Emperor. This may have been what he needed to see all along about the finances wasn't worth the long-term love he could have had. And she just keeps coming in. I can't get her out of this. I even saged and everything, and I even asked my spirit guides to keep her out of the reading, and yet she just keeps coming into it. Bruna's not hardly ever in here. Like, what the hell? Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on. Let's see what dreams you might be having about things. Let's see what might be going on here. I don't want to go too long. Oh, it's only 20 minutes so far. Okay. All right. He's looking back at his younger days here. It was all kind of natural. Yeah, it was almost like natural because it was all about the wealth, about the ambition, about the win, the financial independence, the material success, the wealth, the reward. I feel like it's bugging him that he wasn't loyal, that the wealth about buying things and the money was more important at that time. I feel like he realizes there's blessings here. Food and music, and it's almost like the coming together. It was like family. It was like, how you have the music and you have the fun and you have the food. It was like a celebration all the time. And those days were blessings to him. He felt really blessed and happy. I feel like that was fun and it was good. And it's like he's dreaming about this going on. I feel like this is, wow. It's almost like this may have pushed her away to ride off. It's almost like the creative aspect of this and that settling down, it was just not ready to land with the flying here. I feel like that they were both in the flight of that. Um, I'm trying to explain the analogy I'm getting right now. And it's almost like I'm not seeing these cars like I normally would, and it's almost like I'm seeing through them. It's like not ready to come back down to earth. More into that creative aspect of things that may have drove things apart or pushed her away. What is this? There's travel. There's the okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's almost like they didn't want to go down, somebody didn't want to go down this road here. Um, there's some knowledge being had here about children. Didn't want to go down the road of maybe settling down yet. And it just keeps coming back to that when it comes to children, getting married, that ambition and creative aspect of things, that flying high in that. Is it, is this like, okay, it's almost like, that is fame getting to somebody's head here or both parties here that okay, we're riding this wave, if you will, and it's still going. We're not coming into shore yet. Like it's just going. And this is almost like that's not part of the road. And this is kind of learning about that. Um, was that ride worth what could have been? Because they're not together now. Like, I don't know why it keeps coming back to her. Please. Okay, that's about love. And it's like a true love, right? It was sweet. It was kind. It was loving. Yeah, somebody wanted to get married here, have children. There's so much more to do. Maybe it was even mutual. It may not even be that one or the other didn't want it or did. They weren't on the same page, or maybe they were on the same page when it came to this. They weren't ready to get off the wave. They were both really doing well, okay? And their careers may have been at a highlight. There was still more to do, and neither one of them wanted to get off the ride. So it's almost like that can wait. The love was sweet and kind and the future was there even with children, but at that point in time when they were together it's almost like neither one of them maybe wanted to get off that ambition ride, that creative ride, that they were both on. And it's like something's it's like bearing the reality. Okay, this is really, I keep coming back to this. The wealth wasn't worth the long-term relationship. It's almost like he wasn't listening to something here. He had the key all along. He may have wanted to buy a house here. Like, what is this? What is this now? There's the money. Okay, he wanted certain wealth. In all, he just feels alone. Even though he's got the house and he has the key, and maybe he was doing what his PR was saying to do. He was maybe kind of questioning about, well, you can't get married. You're better off if you're single. You're too young to get married, or people may have been even saying, you can't get off this ride. And that may have been other parts of his world that he's in. He always, it's almost like we're giving you the key to the mansion and just go with it. But it's lonely at the top without being able to share. And this is it's like the seeing it uncovered. Okay. Yeah. The truth is there. I almost feel like he's wants to get his shoes on to race after this. Um, but there's so much uncertainty here. He's just kind of, it's almost like echoing off the walls. Nobody's really hearing what he's saying. Music just came up crossing. What is that? Wow. Even though he's moving forward, he's still on the ride. It just seems like everything's, the time's going by so quickly, and maybe things aren't going well. He's like falling apart. And it's not. Hmm, let's just, before I say anything else. Okay, when it comes to other people, it's just like a uphill climb here. It's almost like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just move forward? Maybe he didn't fight hard enough for this, is kind of what I'm getting here. Just wondering if he should have fought harder or not fought at all. Just put down the roots. There was always an exception to it. I accept, accept. And instead of accepting it, it was always accept this. And then it was like, yeah, but except I wanted this. Or, yeah, we could do that, except I want to do this. Or, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, he wants to go on a holiday. Maybe they went on a holiday, wants time apart. He wants to bond with his soulmate here. He may end up reaching out again. There's real feelings, so I feel like he's gonna have time apart from Bruna. I feel like there's gonna be an ending coming in. There's some type of realization here when this is gonna happen. May even be sooner than later, is kind of what I'm getting, because the real feelings he has, um, and that realization, she may look like her, but she is just not her, and it's different. Yeah, this may have been hidden before he realized. There might be an unexpected union coming back up for these two. It's a spiritual soul path. And, when you meet your soulmate and you just are with that person, they both wanted to be center stage. They still wanted to ride that wave. They both wanted to still have that success and that creative curve and create, create, create. And I feel like she went on to do more. I've Didn't she go on a show or something? I can't remember. It's almost like I'm getting like, maybe it was it The Voice? I don't know. I don't know why that's coming up, because I feel like she's got her voice, and that keeps ringing up for me. Yeah, he wants to spend some quality time here. Honest communication about maybe all these things. That there's so much magnetism between these two, and he may even take Bruna on a holiday to break up here. It's almost like the bonding that he has with his soulmate. He's gonna reach out because he has real feelings, and I feel like this is something that he was hiding from people about, wanting to reconnect here. It's almost like they may just end up running into each other once he comes back from a holiday here. There's just so much magnetism between the two of them. Yeah, there's a lot of physical desire, maybe wanting to propose this time, and maybe making her feel like she is worth something to him, although her worth doesn't depend on his view of her or anyone else for that matter. So I feel like he's seeing the worth here. Dreams come true, so this might actually happen. There still might be some uncertainty here, and hmm, friendly support. People might not really want to support this. What is this? Ah, it's a twin flame recognition. This is, yeah, it's that. I feel like maybe people wonder if it's just a physical thing, but I don't feel like that. If it's a twin, this is more impactful than anyone ever could have because it's not just a soulmate, it's a soul path, and then a twin flame on top of that. I mean, this is very, very powerful, and it's got all the complex of a twin flame, yet it's got the easiness of the soulmate, and then, of course, the real feelings and that honest communication is what needs to be had here about feeling this. And there's uncertainty here about whether this is going to be um, something, if he's going to be accepted to come in and have some support, friendly support from her. He's uncertain that it's going to be a happy reunion. He may not feel like there's going to be happiness on her end of it. So let's just see. Okay, best friends. So friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. So maybe even looking, he would just take it. There is a physical connection between the two of them. Like when they talk, they hold hands, or they got. It's almost like they have to come near each other, and maybe even just show that love through touch, even if it's just brushing the arm or holding the hand, or just that best friend. It might even just be a hug, but this connection, when that hug happens, it's going to change things here, I feel. This is so interesting. Like, why can I not get her out of this reading? Okay, let's see the actions being taken right now with Bruna and, okay, and Bruna and Shawn. Stillness. Stand still. Wow, this is not moving forward at all. I feel like he's looking at the fantasy world here and the pathway through this, and it's almost like dreaming about what he's actually doing here. He's got the security, there's the voyage, there's the learning. Wow. And what really means for abundance, and that may not be about the dollar dollar. It's simple. I feel like this is like, how could I miss this? There's that sense of community. There's that transformation. I was waiting for that. New beginning. I feel like he's definitely focused on this and not so much this. So I feel like there's going to be walking away here with the voyage, learning this lesson that he's meant to learn here. Wow. He's looking at what excites him, what makes him happy, the delight, right? Let's just see. Yeah, there's the universe at work here. It looks like things are going to be seen here as um, maybe even looking at it in a positive aspect, that this could really thrive if he can just get the courage up to go forward on this. Yeah, there's an opportunity here. It's knocking some potential and just needs the diligence of following the path, going forward. There's the path. Wow. Are you kidding me? So it's almost like really pulling me to just out of that and into what he really wants. And it's like a realization that was the money worth the long term commitment he could have had, that happily family, stability, that long term relationship, that happily ever after to pass down to generations. And right now he's at a standstill. He just fantasizes about going forward here towards what really is that abundance for him. And it's almost like he had just as much, I want to say, of a relationship with her family uh, and enjoying those times. It's almost like I'm being brought back to um, a celebration. Family was there, and it's so different than what he's in right now. So it's, yeah, I'm getting same, but different. I don't know what that means. I kind of do actually. I'm kind of getting that it's kind of coming back up that she just isn't her, even though she may look a lot like her at times. It's just not the same. And it's almost like trying to keep up appearances, but the realization that there needs to be some type of change here that happens. It's almost like he's bound to certain circumstances, but can change the plan for the future if he just goes forward towards that. Um, he may have bitten off more than he can chew on this side here. All right, I'm gonna just end this out right now. We'll have to see what actually happens at this point. These are the things that are running through his head. These are the things that he's thinking about or planning on doing. So, of course, with every reading, things may change with every decision he's making. And I mean, we make decisions every day. How many cups of coffee am I going to have? Like what? And you never know what's going to happen in a day. It can change on a dime. So, um, I mean, so quickly things can change and based on decisions and which path they choose. So we'll see where this path leads us next time. I just could not get Camila out of this reading. It was just like, but the lesson. I don't know why I keep getting that, but the lesson. And it just keeps coming back in. I couldn't keep her out. The past just kept coming back up. Um, Interesting enough, it's like, what? So I feel like in the future, things are going to end with Bruna. Um, he simply is just looking at the past and realizing that who he really wants and was it worth going after the career and the money versus the long-term commitment that he maybe could have had. And I feel like they were still too young. They still had a lot to learn, and it happened for a reason that they didn't come together then and get married. But I feel like there's still a chance of that. Maybe as they grow, it looks like he's um, getting a lesson here, learning a lesson here. And it might even be that um, he's just not listening to what the messages are from his spirit guides. He's not being obedient to what they're trying to get him to do. He might be fighting that fact at this point, but he looks like eventually he will get to that point. So interesting enough. even after saging, it didn't seem to give a shit. Like it still came through with her showing up, and despite as many times as I had asked for her not to come into the part of the reading, she just forces her way back in. So it's almost like it is what it is, and I can't change the fact that she keeps coming back into the reading, and it just is is forcing her way in, and it's like as much as I want to try to find out about Bruna, it just gives this small detail like there's going to be a breakup, but this is what's important. So anyways, that's what I'm getting for this reading. Sorry about the not enough about Bruna. I don't know. I can't help what's going on here. I'm only reading the cards. I'm feeling what I'm feeling and sensing, and this is what's coming through. So, anyways, we'll see if things change later. You never can tell. So, well, maybe we will later, but we'll see what happens. At this point, this is what's showing up. So. Anyways, take care, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribing costs nothing to do, and by clicking and liking the video, despite whether you like the video, still liking the video says you still want to see more of what is to come. So, yeah, it really does help the channel to like the content, even if you didn't like what happened in the reading. So whatever. I mean, you do you. I mean, but it does help the channel, and it keeps me coming back to be able to do this. So anyhow, you guys, take care. And thank you so much for all the ongoing support. I really appreciate it. Even if it's just watching the videos, that helps too. So take care, you guys. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.